Okay, welcome to mobility, flexibility, core activation workout. You're going to start on your back with side to side knee drops. Actually, starting with dead bug, sorry. So dead bug on your back, knees above hips, hands above shoulders, and we'll do 8 per side, locking low back into the ground, opposite arm and leg touch, 8 per side, 2, one more. To side knee drops, lock the hands behind the head, elbows to the ground, feet wider than hip width, dropping one knee, both knees as far as you can to the ground while pushing the elbows in and back up to center, moving side to side, 8 times per side. Let's do 2 more. Go for 10. Now grabbing one knee into the chest at a time, alternating lying march. Quick pull, other leg hovers over the ground as you pull. One more per side. Good. Single leg bridge. So one leg, right leg up, drive through the left midfoot. And if you can, drive the opposite elbow into the ground to get some lat to glute activation across the back. We'll do 8 per side. Other side. Good. Now bow and arrow lying on your side, knees stacked. Pushing down the knees into the ground. Pull the top arm open. We'll do 10 of these per side. Pull open, circle up and around. Pull open, circle up and around. Try to keep the hand on the ground. Following across with the head. One more. Other side. Great, to reach and rotate now. Take the top leg back into a quad stretch. Push up to the bottom elbow. Now reach through and reach up and around. Circle. Exhale as you reach through. Inhale, up and around. 7 more just like that. Another side. Make sure you reach as far as you can, stretching to the left, stretching it across the whole back diagonal line of the body from hip to opposite shoulder. 1 or 2 more. Great. Then switch to knees, cat-cow, This is a bit more dynamic version than we have been doing in some of the sessions. Inhale as you arch, exhale as you round. Quickly we go through 8 of those. Then walking hands out to the side, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, child's pose. Walk up to the 2 o'clock. Get some stretch through that outside of the left side, left torso into the lat. Rocking dynamically back and forth. We'll do about 10 to 12 there. Other side. All right, rocking groin stretch. Take the leg outside of out to the side, in line with the knee. Try to keep that pelvis in neutral, so a little bit of an anterior pelvic tilt and holding that as you rock back and forth, stretching into the groin. Roughly 12 to 15 rocks back and forth pretty dynamically, and then stopping there in that static stretch. And now doing the foot turnouts, trying to keep the pelvis neutral as the toes start to turn up to the ceiling, pushing the end point and back down. Do 10 of those. Other side. Rocking back and forth, little anterior pelvic tilt to keep neutral pelvis position as you rock back and forth, stretching into the groin, adductors. Static now, foot turnouts. Try to keep that pelvis neutral as you turn the toes up towards the ceiling, rotating externally through the femur into the hip. And come back. Now, threading the needle, inhale the right hand up, exhale, rotate down and through. Inhale up, exhale down and through. Inhale up, exhale down and through. Keep going, 5 more. And your next one, holding down, shoulder side of the head down, opposite hand up, around behind the back. Take the hand to slide along the low back, trying to grab towards the waist, maybe even grabbing on to the inner thigh on that side. Trying to pull the top shoulder back a little more. We'll hold this statically for another 5 full breaths in and out. Then releasing the top hand back down. Inhale, hand back up, and exhale back down. Other side, inhale the hand up, reach. Exhale, rotate down and through, thread the needle. Inhale up, Exhale, rotate down and through. Inhale, up. Exhale, down and through. Inhale, up. Exhale, down and through. Inhale, up. Exhale, down and through. A few more. Inhale, up. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, down and through. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, rotate down and through, a shoulder and side of the head down, taking the other hand up, around behind the back, and pulling the top shoulder back a bit more over top of the bottom, taking 5 full breaths in and out here. Exhale, lower the top hand down. Inhale, twist back up once more. And exhale, back down. Now, knees wide to the outer edge of the mat, big toes touching. As you exhale, start to push the hips back to the heels. Walk the hands forward, spread the fingers, push the hands in, and take forehead down. So be a little active through the arms here. Try to straighten the elbows, lift the forearms as you push down into your hands and sink the hips all the way back to the heels. Let the forehead rest down. Holding there, taking 5 more full breaths in and out. And raising back up, tabletop. Now bird dog, lifting up, right hand, left leg. So reach forward through the fingertips and the leg in opposite directions. Find that stable, long position, shoulders stretching the fingertips, hip stretching into the toes. And exhale to round elbow and knee as far in as you can. Inhale to reach back out. Keep going, exhale to round. Inhale to reach, do 4 more, exhale rounding. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach. And one last one. And exhale, hand and knee back down, other side. Now inhale, opposite hand and leg come up. Exhale, round, elbow and knee together. Inhale to reach. Exhale to round. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. 3 more. Last one. Inhale to reach. And exhale to round. And sending hand and knee back down. Now, down dog. Fingers spread. Tuck the toes. Lift the knees and start to push the hips up and back. Walk one heel to the ground at a time. Alternating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and step your right foot forward to the outside of the right hand, and inhale to twist open. Exhale, down, step back. Just pedal out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and step left leg forward. Inhale, twist open. Exhale, down, step back, pedal the feet. And opposite leg, right forward. Open up, twist. Exhale, down, step back, pedal. 2, 3, 4, 5. And left. Do that twice more per side. Pedaling the feet. Stepping forward. Twisting. Stepping back, pedaling. Stepping forward, twisting open. Back, pedaling, forward, twisting, back, pedaling, forward, and twisting. Now stepping back once again to down dog. And holding there for a few breaths. Try to work into this position with the fingers spreading. Pull the chest in, lift the hips up. And try to straighten the knees and lower the heels. That should be the last part of the down dog. The first part is that lift from your hands up on 45 into the hips. You lengthen, you traction the spine as the hips stretch up and the head and the body sinks downward in the opposite direction. Then you keep that pelvis where it is, a little bit of anterior tilt as you work into the thighs to straighten the knees and lower the heels. One or two more breaths there. And inhale the right leg up. Hold that for a breath. Challenge the position. Raise onto the ball of the left foot and raise up a little higher to that right leg. And as you exhale now, step forward to the inside of the right hand. From here, take the left hand right to the inside of the foot. Now keep that right hip exactly where it is, the knee, ankle, and hip in one line, aligned. And then inhale, start to rotate. Keep that outer hip down, turn the chest, and hold here. If you can, turn the head to look towards the hand. Exhale, hand down, step back. Inhale, left leg up in the air now. Challenge it, straight leg. Lift right onto the ball of the right foot. And exhale to step forward to the inside of your left hand. Right hand right to the inside of the foot. Keep the ankle, knee, and hip in alignment. Knee bent to 90, hip level with the knee, thigh parallel with the ground. Keep that leg there. Inhale, twist now towards your left. Turn the chest. Look towards the hand and hold there. Exhale, top hand back down. Step back and walk forward to the front of your mat until you're hanging over top of your legs, feet hip width. Knees can be slightly bent, and let your body drape towards the ground and start to lightly bounce up and down. Think about making the body as elastic as you can as you lightly bounce and move from side to side. Your arms hang like a rag doll, hanging but bouncing with elastic recoil through the back line of the body, the hamstrings, low back area especially. Only as much as your low back allows, but exploring that bouncing, rhythmic movement. Back to center and rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae until you come all the way to standing. Now, standing, we'll do the neck, shoulders, scapula, cars. So starting with your neck, standing, taking now chin to chest, scraping neck, scraping chin along the collarbone as you look over your right shoulder as far as you can, keeping some tension, the rest of your body, circling neck all the way up and around, head goes around to opposite shoulder, collarbone and back around. Keep going 3 times per direction, holding stability in most of the body, except for the joint we're trying to move. Switching directions, scraping across the other shoulder blade, or across the other collarbone, up and around, opposite shoulder, down, collarbone, scraping all the way around, up, around. Back to center, we'll do one shoulder at a time, starting with your right. Bringing the hand slightly in toward the midline of the body, palm up, all the way up, circling around, turning the palm back and around until eventually it comes face up behind your back. Working through that, twice more this direction. Keeping the chest and shoulders facing straight forward throughout this whole movement. And reversing that. Palm up behind the back as far up as you can, then starting to rotate all the way around until palm comes up in front. Switching direction, switching arms now. Palm up, all the way overhead, circling around, behind the back, palm up. Palm starting up in front, midline slightly, up, shoulder around, all the way palm facing up behind you. Once more. Reverse. Palm up behind you as high as you can, starting to rotate that shoulder out and take them all the way around. Once more. Now if you have a yoga block, grab a block and hold the block out in front of you. Scapula circles, strong, straight arms, squeezing the block, trying to crush it, and starting by protracting the shoulders forward, circling up, shrugging the shoulders up, pulling them back down, together, moving around 3 times that direction, controlling as much as you can, keeping elbows straight, just moving the scapula. Then reverse the direction, starting pull back and down, up and together, forward, and down. Once more. And releasing back down the block to the side, moving to the thoracic. Crossing the hands over in front of you, trying to keep all the hips and low back in place as you now start to round just through the upper back, round down. Then start to rotate towards your right as far as you can. Slight side bend. Extend the spine up, around. Other side, slight slide bend, and rotate back to center. Keep going, twice more. And switching directions. And back to center. Now moving through a few, taking 10-20 seconds there, maybe having a quick drink if you need it, and then moving into a couple sun salutations. Quick flowing movement. Then we'll go into some standing poses before hitting the ground. Again, standing feet hip width, stand tall, hands by your side. Inhale, arms overhead, slightly bend back, open your chest to the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step right leg back. And inhale up to high lunge. Exhale, hands down, step back and lower down, chaturanga. So hover over the ground. Inhale, slide on the tops of your feet and raise into cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, up to high lunge. Exhale, hands down, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise all the way up, arms overhead, slight back bend. Exhale, hands down, heart center. Inhale, arms overhead, slight back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, step left leg back. Inhale, up to high lunge. Exhale, hands down, step back, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog, and exhale to down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step left foot forward. Inhale, up to high lunge. Exhale, hands down, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the spine as you lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise all the way up, arms overhead, slight back bend. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step right leg back. Inhale, up, high lunge. Exhale, hands down, step back, lower down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, up, high lunge. Exhale, hands down, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, raise up, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, step left leg back. Inhale, up, high lunge. Exhale, hands down, step back, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step softly forward and inhale up to high lunge. Exhale, hands down, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise all the way up, arms overhead, slight back bend. And exhale, hands to heart center. Now with feet together, big toes touching. As you exhale, step your right leg back one leg distance. This is one where you might need blocks for. So if you have 2 blocks, grab your 2 blocks and step your right leg back one leg distance with the blocks on either side of the foot. Inhale here, tilt the pelvis, anterior pelvic tilt. Exhale, keep that front leg straight and strong as you fold. Trying to keep that tilt through the pelvis as you fold over the front leg and bring your hands down onto the blocks. So work to keep that front leg straight or work towards straightening it. Hips are level. Tendencies for that back hip to open out. Keep it rotated in, hips square. And from here, we're gonna rotate. So with that left hand down, or the right hand down on your block in the center of your mat, inhale, twist towards your lead leg, towards your left leg. Turn the left hand open, rotate, trying to keep the hips where they are. Turn through the chest towards the side of your room. You might be able to go lower on your block or not, wherever you're at. Holding there, 1 more breath, 2 more breaths actually. Exhale, top hand back down. Inhale to raise back up. And step forward. Move to the other side. Stepping your left leg back now, 1 leg distance. Squaring your hips to the front. Strong legs, straighten the knee, engage the thigh. Inhale, tilt the pelvis, open the belly and chest. Exhale, hinge forward, keeping legs strong, spine long. Hands down to either side of the front foot onto your blocks. Trying to stay calm in the rest of the body, the breath long, slow, and deep as best as you can. And twisting towards that front leg, planting left hand. Inhale, twisting to the side. Turn the chest, keep the hips square. Taking 2 or 3 more breaths there. And as you exhale, top hand lowers back down. Inhale to raise back up. Now take wide leg position. You can turn sideways on your mat. I'm just facing the camera here. So a little wider to about the width of your arm span with the wrists. If they're out to the side, the wrists are over the ankles. Hands to hips. Create that tilt through the pelvis to open the belly and chest. Keep legs strong. And exhale to hinge forward. Bring hands down to the ground or maybe even onto blocks, wherever you're comfortable there. You can hold there, staying strong, pushing into outer feet, or you can start to walk further in, your hands to between your feet and pull yourself a bit deeper. Last breath there. Turning back to center. And hands to hips, pull yourself back up. Now, taking a strap, you could also use a belt or a rolled up towel and coming down onto your back. Lying down, bringing the strap up and pulling into a stretch here. You're going to shift the hips over a few inches towards, if your right leg is up, it's towards the right. The same side as the leg is on. Grab your strap up near the foot. Opposite hand out to the side, palm down. And bring the leg across your body, keeping shoulder down as you try to pull up a little higher into that stretch. So we actually want this to be the last pose or stretch of the day. You can try to make it a little bit less intense by having the foot resting on maybe a chair or a few yoga blocks or books stacked, or even the wall as a prop to help you, so that you can have a stretch through that outer leg, outer hip, and the low back, but perhaps not too intense. A bit more passive, more restorative, relaxing than having the leg working in this position. So try to find something to rest your foot on to relax there. We'll take another 30 seconds to a minute here. And back up to center, shift your hips to center, switch hands, or switch the leg around now. Pulling up to the opposite leg, pulling into a stretch. Shift the hips over to that same side, grab with the opposite hand, and then take the other hand down, palm down, shoulder down, bring the leg across your body. Again, if you can, use a prop here for the foot to make it a little bit less intense and more restorative. Either a wall or a chair or something to put the foot down onto. If it goes to the floor, that's great. So just feeling the stretch in the outer hip, outer leg, low back area, and breathing into that stretch, taking another 3 to 5 full deep breaths in and out here. Try to even just slow your breath down a little bit as you hold this final pose. Then return back up to center, lower that leg down, and come into Shavasana just for another couple minutes here, relaxing, taking the body down to rest fully after your session. Legs a little bit wider than hip width, feet flopping open to the sides, shoulder blades just flat on the ground, arms away from the body, palms facing up, so you can feel your shoulders relaxing towards the ground. Closing your eyes and starting to bring awareness to your natural breathing now. If you can, slow it down a little bit more. Just observe the air flowing in through the nose, into the lungs and back out. To begin to relax through your body part by part, starting in the forehead, just noting any tension there, any wrinkles in the forehead, let it smooth and relax that area completely. Let the relaxation spread through your eyes, your cheeks, to your mouth, and into the jaw. The jaw is an area we often carry too much tension. Let your jaw relax completely. Soften the jaw. And relax into the neck and shoulders. Try to feel some physical change, sensation change in all these areas as we go through them. A little release through the neck, into the shoulders, down the upper arms, forearms, to the hands. The arms just heavy. Feel the chest relaxing, opening. Relax the belly, soften this area. Another area that often too much tension is stored, a lot of protection. Let the belly relax completely. Relax into the hips, through your thighs, lower legs to the feet. Let the soles of the feet relax. Relax the backs of your legs, buttocks, up the spine. Feel the low back relaxing. The upper back between the shoulders, shoulder blades, back of the neck, back of the head, the whole scalp up to the top of the head. And with this whole body relaxed, take 2 deep, long breaths and exaggerate your exhale, sigh, let it go. And a big inhale, stretch the arms long overhead, reach, extend, stretch, move around a little bit, and coming to finish there. Well done.